Imagine a 29-year-old professional in the US or UK. Decent job. Steady income, not living paycheck to paycheck. They open Instagram or TikTok after work. They see peers posting weekend trips, apartment upgrades, daily coffees, soft life, routines, minimal talk about cost, nothing outrageous, just elevated. And that's the problem, because these aren't luxury signals anymore. They've been normalized. So our professional doesn't feel irresponsible. They feel behind. They upgrade apartments earlier than planned, finance a better car, eat out more often because everyone else does. Individually, each choice seems reasonable. Collectively, they quietly reshape the entire cost structure of life. Let's put simple numbers on this. Say someone earns $70,000 a year in the US. After tax, maybe $4,200 a month. Social media nudges them toward a $2,000 apartment instead of $1,600, a $500 car payment instead of $300, an extra $300 a month on eating out and subscriptions. That's $900 more per month. Not for survival, for alignment. That's over $10,000 a year. Money that doesn't feel like overspending because it feels socially required. And here's the quiet part. They're not struggling day to day, but every year feels tighter than the last. The hidden mistake isn't using social media. It's letting curated lifestyles set financial baselines. Platforms don't show the credit card balances, the family help, the delayed savings, the financial stress off camera. They show outcomes without context. And psychologically, our brain doesn't process them as entertainment. It processes them as comparison. So spending becomes defensive. Not what do I want, but what feels acceptable. This is how people earning good money end up with nothing to show for a decade of work. Not because they were reckless, but because they were constantly adjusting to an invisible standard. There's another layer most people miss. Social media doesn't just increase spending. It increases rigidity. Once your lifestyle rises to match an online-shaped norm, it becomes hard to step back. A cheaper apartment feels like failure. A simpler vacation feels like settling. Saying no feels like falling behind. So, even when income pauses or stress rises, spending resists. This is how financial pressure becomes psychological pressure. People stay in jobs they dislike because their lifestyle requires it. They delay rest. They delay flexibility. They delay change. And it all started with what felt like harmless inspiration. Financially intelligent people don't ignore social media. They mentally downgrade it. They understand that visibility is not affordability. That popularity is not sustainability. That normal online is often subsidized by debt, family support, or future stress. They build lives that feel slightly boring online, but resilient offline. Less optimized for appearance, more optimized for margin, because margin is what buys freedom, not aesthetics. This isn't about deleting apps or living smaller than everyone else. It's about one quiet question. When you spend, are you solving a real need, or closing a comparison gap you didn't consciously choose? Because once you see that difference, your money starts working with you again, not against you. If this made you think differently, a like helps the channel reach people who need calmer financial conversations. And if you want more grounded thinking about money and modern life, consider subscribing to Value Tricks.